So I will ask you a question and hold up a card that either says truth or lie. And you should lie if it says lie or tell the truth if it says truth.
Okay.
What celebrity would you most like to meet and what would you say to them?
I'd probably like to meet Barack Obama. I guess that's a celebrity. I just like to talk and hear about his last few years.
Everybody lies a little bit, some of the times, at certain times, and the question is, can we tell? Can you tell when somebody else is lying or telling the truth? Research suggests that we don't often, but it's much harder to tell whether somebody is being honest with you or not than most people would guess. In one big meta-analysis that looked at the results of many different experiments, they found that the overall accuracy rate was 54%.
What is an interesting fact about you that would surprise other people?
I ran the hurdles in high school.
People seem to be a little bit better detecting truths than lies. So in that meta-analysis, people detected when somebody was telling the truth correctly 61% of the time, but when they were lying, they were only 47% accurate. Again, when chance accuracy is 50%. If anything, they're actually worse than chance alone.
Who is your role model and what do you admire about them?
It would be Bill Gates, and I admire him because he did a lot of great stuff and made a ton of money.
My role model is one of my cousins that he graduated from business school from Stanford, so he's been my mentor throughout the years.
And so what we wondered was, what can you do to improve people's ability to detect lies? We should put them in the condition where they discuss first. 3-person group discussion. Yeah, that's the one we want to see.
Oh, and we have the consent form too?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
So thanks again for coming in. So today you'll be watching 10 videos of people talking about themselves. They're either lying or telling the truth. After each clip, you'll have as much time as you need to discuss the video and whether or not you think they're lying. However, you may have varying levels of confidence in your answer.
What was your least favorite class in high school or college? What did you dislike about it?
Probably algebra.
I loved my French Revolution class.
So what we did is we brought participants into this lab in groups of 3. They watched 10 of these videos and for each one decided whether the person was lying or telling the truth.
I can invite other friends over and people that I really care about to cook special dishes for, and cleaning. I just like a clean house.
So if he had said, I like cleaning because I enjoy having a clean house, or if he had said, I enjoy having a clean house, then I would believe him.
Some groups, like this one, talked to each other, and they tried to arrive at a decision as a group about whether the person was lying or telling the truth.
And she had some smile on her face.
Smiling, although maybe she was smiling because she was lying.
Yeah,
she wasn't really looking at the person she was talking to. That's supposed to be a indication of lying, right?
Either way, my confidence score is going to be like nothing.
I know,
Yeah,
right? I have no confidence in this at all.
I can go with that.
Boom.
We got 4 wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys actually did exactly what we find on average our groups in discussion do. They get about 60% right.
Okay.
So what we're interested in here is whether group discussion improves lie detection. And what we found in our experiments was that groups were consistently better than individuals. And in particular, groups were especially better, not detecting truths, but detecting lies. In other conditions, we also brought in 3 people like this, except instead of allowing them to talk to each other, we had them make decisions on their own. One thing we found was that groups were better detecting lies than individuals only when they talked first and then made a judgment. When we asked them to make a judgment on their own first, group discussion didn't help. This tells us that group discussion is doing something special. It's actually creating a judgment that's more accurate, not just sifting through which individuals are most accurate.
Were you leaning somewhere? Because we need to come to a group consensus at some point.
Yeah. I don't
So
really
how did you guys do?
60%. That's something. That's better than a coin toss.
Lots of time and money and effort is put into trying to make individuals better lie detectors, and it's not clear that that money is worth it. Our results here suggest a simpler potential strategy that could be used in some circumstances, bringing untrained people together in groups of 3 and letting them talk it out. That seems to improve accuracy as well as any training that we found in any other research.